Turkey, I think. I don't know what's the problem, but we couldn't understand the reason why we had such problem. So before we proceed to the analysis of the second round matches, let's see the classification after the first round.
So there are 23 teams sharing with the full point. They won their first games, and there are also 4 teams who drew against each other. So for the first board, Turkey White is playing against who? Moldova. And the second board, Portugal against Israel. And the third board, United States of America against Azerbaijan. And the fourth board, Turkey Red versus Canada. And the fifth board, China versus Kazakhstan. And the sixth board, Hungary versus Bulgaria.
Okay. Of course, because of the reason why these first boards are not the best teams, of the tournament, is that they had full points, 4-0 on the first round. So they are going to play on the first board, second board, third board, and fourth board, and fifth board. And so we'll start with these teams because we have the cameras on the first 5 boards. So after we finish this the analysis of these matches, we will of course look at the other teams, strong teams matches as well. On the first board now, we'll start with the first board. Turkey White is playing against Moldova.
For
as
Turkey
we can
White,
see
first board is Emirhan Tarlabaşı.
Yes.
Against Lashkin.
So this is, let's see the opening phase of this game. Okay, so it started with the Nimzo Indian defense, but most probably
turned into Ragozin.
Yeah, it's transposed to a Ragozin defense, which is also very popular defense lately. Even Magnus Carlsen, world champion, is playing it from time to time. So knight c6, e3. This queen a4 move is intended to to deviate from some complicated lines, starting with bishop g5 usually. So it's maybe more quiet system, but much more solid, and gives white a small advantage at the opening.
So on the C line, there are always white's pressure, after CD, ED, and rook C1, bishop B5. C file is belonging for white, and black's main idea is to push E5 on those systems.
Yes, as we will see later on the game. Okay, bishop D6. Of course, all these moves are intending to play E5, as Erkin pointed out. So castles and E5. Now I think H3. H3 in such kind of actually positions is a classical move. I can say it's because the reason why is that after E4, black can sacrifice on H2. This is a typical sacrifice.
Greek gift.
So after knight G4 and queen H4, the mate attack is not easy to parry. So this is the reason why white plays H3, and after H3,
A6,
A6,
queen
intending
C2.
to play B5, queen C2.
Why, it's black's move, but I don't know why white didn't play the D5 first.
Maybe he doesn't want to take it. I don't. Probably he will free black after taking. With this tension in the center, maybe black has some difficulties to play with the bishop. This bishop on c8. Where you will go with this bishop?
Actually, after ED, black just isolates white's pawn,
yes,
and knight E7 with the idea of bishop
knight
F5.
E7.
Knight E7, bishop F5.
Bishop F5 is the.
So you play bishop D3.
Yes, maybe.
And knight G6.
Knight G6 you want to play. Okay, maybe this is a good idea.
So my intention is to play knight F4, C6, some simple play. Rook E8. So I don't see where is white's attack, Maybe rook e1, knight e5.
Yeah, maybe this is a rook e1, knight e5. Still some problems for black, I think, because this bishop will be a problem. You cannot play h6 now because knight g5.
And bishop g6.
e6 is not possible, and bishop g6. This knight on g6, of course, you can go to f4. This is also another problem for white, intending to take this bishop on f5. Yeah, maybe this is what you are saying is a better idea actually for.
That's why I thought at some point
you
there
want
should be
to take, but after you take, I don't know. Maybe you don't have any advantage still.
Or play d5.
So
This
black
also
is
logical.
thinking to take or not to take, but if it doesn't take, you can play maybe queen e7 in order to play e4. This is of course another idea, but
Now I can push d5.
yes.
After
And
knight
also
a5,
this
bishop d3 with the idea of e4.
e5
This
and
is
the knight is a big problem now.
knight a5, bishop d3, and we
Yes.
also want to play b4
Yes,
and e4.
Knight b8, knight d7 also
No,
is
this is-
possible, but this is of course another line.
You know,
And
black
also
should take
looks,
on d4.
huh?
Black should take on d4.
Yeah, I think so. E takes d4 looks like the most logical continuation. Okay, let's proceed because we are already very late to analyze the games. So we will not, get stuck with the games analysis too much. Ahmet Utku Üzümcü is playing on the second board, a FIDE master from Turkey, 2304. Elo rating is against another FIDE master, Dragos Seres from Moldova, 2302. They have almost the same elo. So it's okay. Let's see this game. Seres Üzümcü. Okay, quickly the opening phase: Sicilian, Najdorf, Bishop e3 line.
e5, English attack.
Very popular lately. Okay.
So yesterday,
Castle
we also saw this variation and I
Yeah.
recommended a5.
Yeah, exactly the same
B4.
line looks like, not exactly the same, because at that game I think black played knight h5.
Mm-hmm.
f4 takes, knight c5, knight d4, and now
We have a couple of moves.
another.
You can renew the
knight
board.
d4, okay, knight d4,
Knight
knight takes
e4
e4,
and d5. White
So
sacked
white
the pawn.
sacrificed the pawn, but most probably he has some compensation.
Like bishop d3, knight d6.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Also, black is now threatens to take on g5. White has to.
But if you sacrifice e4, you also can sacrifice g5 to open the lines. This is
Yeah,
all
but
the
how
same.
do you continue?
And for example, bishop
Knight c6 or
d3,
maybe not knight c6.
bishop d3, knight g5. Yes, there is knight c6. But bishop g5. White actually moved.
What happened?
Bishop d3 or so. Yes, probably bishop d3.
Bishop g2.
Bishop g2. Okay.
He played bishop g2. Sacrificed the second pawn, but he wants to take, of course, on e4 probably.
And there is knight takes e6. No, it is not possible.
Yes.
So
this
that's
is
why-
This is the reason why he played bishop g2. Maybe it's a good move.
Knight d6 I recommend.
Knight d6. You want?
No, the other
Just
knight. The other
Ah,
knight.
the other knight.
Mhm.
Okay. Knight d6. Okay. Looks like logical. What if I take? No, I cannot take. Maybe this g5 is hanging.
But no, you actually can take. Bishop takes d6.
Takes. Yeah. Maybe I can take. So
But
what do
there
you
is-
play?
Against queen d6, I have bishop e4, d4, and maybe knight f5.
Bishop takes.
And takes
Takes.
knight e6.
Knight e6.
This is already starting to
Takes,
better for white.
Takes.
Queen g5. No.
Queen g5.
Mhm.
Maybe somewhere.
And
maybe
queen
no-
takes e6. I like
Yes, but
white.
this is possible.
Okay, but there is always rook g1.
Yes, maybe still some compensation. You're right.
For the pawn.
Okay, so this is probably a good line. But probably black has to play knight d6, or I mean, where to go with the knight? I don't see any place. Or knight takes g5. Is it possible?
Let's check.
Because h4.
H4.
Knight e4, and this is probably not possible because of this variation. So it's not possible to take on g5. Yeah, probably knight d6 looks like the most logical move here. Simplifying the position, trying to make draw.
You know, it is logical. This is a worst piece by obvious reasons for black.
Yes.
You need to improve it somehow, and you need to also close the D line. That's why I recommend knight d6. There's
like
no other.
White is better here, I think. Big at the actually compensation. I think.
More than the pawn, you say?
Yeah, more than the pawn. I feel like. Anyway, we will see. Let's go to the third board. Kaan Aydın Çelebi, another FIDE master from Turkish white team, 22-85 elo against Vlad Vorobyov, 20-29 elo. Okay, Vlad Vorobyov versus
Kaan Aydın Çelebi.
Kaan Aydın Çelebi.
Is this a
So
Sicilian?
this is the very strange position. Bishop b5.
Kaan always play bishop e5 line.
Solimo.
We also played each other.
You know
bishop,
you know
yes.
Okay,
Queen d5, you know, there's a knight d5 as the main move. Queen d5 is relatively strange. So white side, yeah, maybe after c3, d3 also there's b3, bishop b2 instead of c3.
What you recommend?
b3 instead of c3.
b3.
You know, there are always.
This is another line. Let's not get.
So, yes.
To this line.
I just stopped mentioning about
yes.
it.
So bishop h4, knight takes c5, sacrificing another pawn. As the other game we just checked, black sacrificed a pawn here.
Black is a pawn down.
What's going on here?
Now, you know, the threat is probably
sacrifice, and he's thinking. It's very interesting. If, for example, I'm asking you, when you sacrifice, so probably you should have a plan before you sacrifice. Yes.
Yes, you play.
Now, if you sacrifice, and then let's see what's going on here. It's not the right attitude, I guess.
You at least play 2 or 3.
If you are sacrificing a pawn, you have to have a plan. Yes, you have to have at least a couple of moves in your mind. If you are starting to think over this position, it means that you didn't think of anything, so you will suggest, if he takes, I will think.
So, you know, you are expected to play at least 3 or 2 fast moves after sacrificing.
Yes.
Now, probably the only move for black is to play.
e5 possible, of course. Many moves I think here possible. I'm not sure. g2, 7. Still, this is knight.
Queen f3.
If knight comes here, queen f3.
This is even better.
This is problem.
And bishop f4.
Oh, yes. It's not the right move. b6. So maybe he saw b6 first, and later on he changed his mind. Yes. Maybe he didn't want to play this because of this reason.
Bishop g2, maybe.
Bishop g2.
And f5. I don't know.
But now you have
Queen b3, king h8, maybe knight e6 afterwards. You know, queen b3, king h8, knight e6, bishop
no,
e6.
Queen b3, knight takes b7. I was intending to play.
Even that. Oh, queen c7. You
I'm not
go
sure,
back.
of course. Maybe not good.
You know, I'm always concerning about the fg4.
Yes, but yeah, maybe this is possible. Let's see.
Knight b7
goes there. Knight takes b7, and now what?
Queen c7. Oh, queen c7.
Queen c7.
So if
knight a5, let's say.
At a5.
No, maybe not, because rook b8.
So you need to play knight c5 and fg4, knight e4. Knight e4.
Knight e4 or bishop e3.
Bishop e3 is also a valid move.
Yeah, maybe this is still playable.
Probably this is just better for white.
Yeah, it looks like this knight is.
You're still a pawn
So
up.
probably
Probably
f5 is not such. Maybe you have to prepare this.
With h5 or
e5. Yeah, let's see. Okay, let's not get stuck with this because white. Let's say black has compensation here.
But not enough, I guess.
Maybe not enough. Yes. Okay, fourth board Ekim Barış Özenir against Alexander Baranchius.
There is c5.
How do you read this? Baranchius.
Barancius.
Okay, Barancius, Alexander Barancius. Okay, let's see this.
He played c5 lastly in the Maroxi.
Okay, bishop b5 always. This is very popular. Bishop b7.
Abdusattorov played it.
Yeah, Abdusattorov yesterday played this.
g6, instead of this e5 is popular one.
Yes. Okay, bishop e3, rook c8, Maroxi type position.
But it is on white's behalf because white just get rid of the passive bishop on e2.
Yes, this usually bishop, when you consider such kind of Maroxi type positions, usually this pair of bishops are usually or e3 sometimes with some knight of the of black, and in this case white has the actually a better piece activity, let's say. Not the pawn formation or other stuff, but piece activity, squares for the knights. This is the reason why.
Space
this
advantage.
is a good actually strategy. Okay, in this case, this is the case actually. White has the two knights versus.
But white misplayed with c5 right now.
Okay,
Queen
a5, c5 you don't like, huh?
Because he was tactical thinking about dc e5, but there's bishop f5.
dc e5, bishop f5.
It's not even working.
What's going on here? Why he did this?
He thought that he may gain the bishop, but bishop f5 is just escaping out of the hook. If your rook was on d1, this is acceptable.
How come
because
he misses this simple move?
if your rook is on d1, this is acceptable because you can ef, bishop d3 and f g7. You have the three pieces for the queen, but in this case there is not so.
Yes.
You can only get two light pieces for the queen,
Yes.
and which is insufficient in any case.
Yes, actually you're right. This is a very bad move, c5. Now after e5, bishop f5, black is pawn up without any compensation. And the bishop now is getting very active on f5 square. Probably now he will not play e5, now that he will see that it doesn't work, but anyway, this is a bad
Ekim Barış is thinking for, he doesn't...
He took, I think.
Wait.
No, he just played d takes c5.
d5, okay.
Yes, his opponent is thinking. Okay, so this is the first board. Let's move to second board, third board. Maybe we have to move forward. We can go back to second board. United States versus Azerbaijan. This is a good match actually of the second round because Azerbaijan, the first seed of the tournament, the strongest team as far as the average ELO classification. And United States of America also usually very strong team, although they are underrated. I'm thinking 23-10 first board, 23-21 second board, but
they are
usually they are underrated, these young players. So first board is in a FIDE master, Joshua Sterman from United States, 23-10. Against Muhammed Murat, an international masters, very strong international masters from Azerbaijan, 24-59. Okay, let's see the opening phase. This is another Sicilian.
Queen d4, a6.
Queen d4, a6.
Prevent bishop b5.
Yes. Nice c6, queen e3.
Bishop g4. As you can remember from the last year, when Mr. Fisidevzadeh arrived here as a guest, he was recommending, he was commentating for another game of his, teammates, in which the player of Azerbaijan, Gadimbayli, played the very same bishop g4. This is actually an official line.
Yes, maybe they prepared this. Okay, so knight d5, at the early stage of this game, of this position, probably interesting. Now, I don't know if it threatens something or not. Is there a threat here? Maybe some knight b6, bishop d2,
or b4.
Or maybe not.
If you castle, there is b4.
Maybe b4 immediately. Queen d8. I don't know.
Bishop b2.
I'm not sure.
But knight d5. No,
But
it's not a
actually
threat.
he didn't see any threats, so he decided to castle black. Queen c5. Interesting.
Nice move.
Queen c5. Now h3. Queen takes c5, intermediate move, d takes c5, and now
What happened? Probably e6 or not. You can take the moves because many moves has been played, so on.
oh, really? Okay. Ah, yes, you're right. So e6.
b6, rook d8, bishop f4, e5. So
Actually, I would have played here bishop c3, not bishop f4.
but just in case there is knight d4 against bishop c3.
Yes, maybe this is the reason why you mean.
I think there is no problem for black.
After e5. Why e5? I don't know why e5.
Bishop c7
Bishop
now.
c7 is yes, maybe is a problem.
Because rook e8 and bishop d6.
Yes.
Then e5
Yeah,
is
this
a
is the
necessity.
problem. That's why e5. Okay, e5. So maybe bishop g5 and then knight d5. Okay.
I think
Let's
it's
say
just
knight-
equal.
knight-
Knight d4,
Or maybe knight d4, maybe knight d5. You know,
rook
possible.
d6. Nothing happens.
Yeah, but I don't know.
If we exchange all, knight is superior than the
Knight
bishop on
d4,
f3.
what?
Yes.
Knight d5.
Rook
I don't want
d6.
to, I mean, allow this. Okay, rook d6.
So I want to play h6. Or
Yeah, but I will take on f6. with the
okay.
bishop.
Okay, so maybe knight d7 first. Nothing
No,
happens.
I'll take here first.
Bishop f6. Okay.
Yes, of course, I'll take it.
I think
So
this is
what's
just
this
equal.
position? Looks
Just
like
equal.
equal, yeah. Okay, so this is equal position.
On board 1.
On board 2, Ivan K, 23, 21
Is black.
from United States, is against Aydın Süleyman, an international master, again another strong international from Azerbaijan, 24, 26. Okay,
So.
let's see.
Mhm.
Okay, this is another line which is usually not so much popular, but interesting line. Usually, if white plays e4, the classical line. Lately, black started to play not to take on d5.
So
Bishop
it used to be
bishop
Marshall
b4,
Gambit.
yeah,
Mhm.
sometimes knight f6, this kind of lines. Because before this sacrifice of the pawn, bishop d2 and queen d4 is supposed
Bishop b4.
Yeah, bishop b4,
Queen e4.
queen e4, bishop e2. All these lines, are very tactical lines, and white has good compensation here.
Actually, white even has the bishop f8 idea at some point.
Okay, still playable for black, but
Mhm.
compensation.
Instead of this?
Yes, instead of this, white played knight f3, knight f6, and transposes, of course, the Meran variation. Bishop d6, g4. This is typical Mamedirov type of move. He
This
likes
is
such kind of
Krasenkov
ideas.
line.
Krasenkov started to play first. Okay, then but Mamedirov also uses to play such kind of moves very often because he likes this idea of tactical plays from the king side.
Actually, black can take the g4 pawn. Rook g1, knight f6,
Yes,
rook
this is
g7, knight
this is another
h5.
line. Yes, this
Mhm.
is of course playable, but
e5
many
is the main
many
move.
moves
Mhm.
here are playable. G5, knight d5, knight d4, queen c7, and rook c1. Okay, this is interesting. Attacking the c6 pawn, and I don't know what to do here. Did he play something?
Is in
I
black's
think
turn.
bishop b7 has been played. as far as I can see, because there's nothing on c8, and white played something else.
d5.
d5. Okay, d5. And now he's thinking to take with the knight or with the bishop.
I think it is just better for white.
Let's say bishop e5.
Knight e5, knight e5, let's say.
You want to take immediately on
Or play knight c5. It's also a good move.
both of the moves are possible, but the b2 is saying
B2,
no,
yeah.
queen takes d5 maybe. Bishop takes
My idea was to
c5,
take with the
so-
queen, you know, after knight c5.
You want to take with the queen?
First knight c5, and knight takes c5, queen takes c5 with the idea of queen d5 and queen b5. And also the idea is to play e4. Actually, knight c5 is the best move, I guess.
Knight c5.
Uh-huh.
You want
Because, you know, I have double idea of,
takes.
yes, and both I want to play e4 and queen d5.
If I go back here,
Queen d4.
what's the idea?
My idea is to play, you know, e4, bishop c3. And mate
But
on g3.
e4 now, bishop, knight f4 is coming.
But bishop c3.
I cannot
I'm going to
bishop
mate.
knight e6.
Also, I want to play bishop
I'm
takes
not sure
b5.
about this.
I'm wanting bishop takes b5.
Yes, but this queen here, I don't know. You didn't castle. Looks very dubious to me.
I have the bishop there, maybe.
Yeah, I can just go queen e7, and I'm not sure about this position. I'm not sure. This is maybe you have to take on e5. Why not take it?
Queen takes.
Queen takes. Let's say.
I didn't like this.
I don't like anything. I mean, this is what white played here.
Maybe knight
This after rook c1, you know, you don't castle long. You just have the king in the center. You weakened your king side. For what?
But
I don't see an attack here.
center is closed. Maybe, you know, my
This
king is.
what I don't like what
Relatively
Süleymanlı did
safe.
here, actually. But
And he plays
from his
something-
body language, he looks very comfortable.
Yes, he just be overconfident about his position.
Yes, he doesn't care about the position. He looks at his hands. Pure
What did he play?
nails.
It is black's move. What did he play?
He played e5.
D5.
Black is
Okay.
thinking.
Black is thinking.
Okay, let's move to the third board of this match. Balai Dagopati
Versus
FIDE master
Manafov.
from United States. Balai Dagopati. Let's see this against Manafov. Another FIDE master from Azerbaijan. So
Things are going tactical.
yes, all these tactical games. Let's see.
You
I
can-
think in defense, actually, lately not seen anymore. In this
CD. This is even, you know, riskier.
Yes, you're right. Manafov is playing very risky actual line. Bishop e3, bishop g7, rook c1,
This is the mechanical setup of white.
f5,
H3. Okay, this is the typical
D5.
knight c8.
knight c8, g4.
Good play by white.
Good play.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, knight f3. Maybe he prepared. If he played it before this line, he prepared it. Because white played maybe very good the opening phase. Yes, Dagopati.
And there's
Yes,
always
yes.
b4, you know.
B6. But this b6, maybe you should here knight f3. Why not b4 here?
You know, after even after knight c6, there's b4. Knight f3, knight, there's still b4.
Always b4 because b7. Yeah, actually you're right.
This is another typical
Should-
idea.
Should be. Yes, actually this is a good move. Because if I take on b7, I will have a postpone on c5, and this actually rook on b7
It's
on the
deadly.
7th rank. Yeah. After b6, this c takes b6. I don't like it.
Me either.
What's
Me either.
I mean,
White is still, you know, a bit better, but
yes, but white has the space advantage. You're right.
you know,
I agree with you. but
pawn on
this-
c5 was a lot better.
Bishop
Oh,
f5.
bishop f6 is
Bishop f6. Takes. And bishop takes d5. So
nice move.
What's going on here?
You know, the idea is to play e d5, knight d5, queen d8.
E d5,
Yes,
knight d5,
Queen d8, knight c6,
nice.
and knight e7. Nice idea.
Okay, this is the
Really
idea.
nice idea.
Very good actually
She's gaining the pawn.
tactical idea. And
She's 2 pawns up.
she?
She or he? Oh, he is
I
he?
think she. Not she, he.
He. Okay, sorry. He's 2 pawns
okay,
up.
okay. Probably this is a winning position now. 2 pawns up, I don't see any compensation.
Nice tactic.
So Manafo missed this line. Daggupati actually played a very nice tactical combination, which black missed. Bishop takes f6, and now bishop takes d5. Now, of course, e takes d5 is not possible now.
How about b4?
Now he will not take on, of course, d5. He will try to find some other lines.
Like b4.
b4.
But there's knight e4. No.
b4, knight e4. Maybe some other lines. I don't know. Maybe just take on e5.
But d5 it's a fork.
d5 a fork. You're right. It's just I'm saying bullshit. So maybe queen somewhere go back. What can I go?
Queen
back?
h4.
Queen.
But bishop g2. There is nothing.
Actually, you cannot find a good move here. You know, I don't want to take it, but what to find here? It's also a question.
No visible, alternatives. Just get,
what about queen h4? Is it possible?
Bishop g2.
Bishop
Simply.
g2.
I took the pawn and
I found the move.
You are not 2 pawns down, it's 1 pawn down. This is a lot better.
Yeah.
Okay, so
what can I do now? But I can still not play
knight
anything.
e7 maybe, with the idea of,
e7.
opening the c line, and
Yes.
b4 knight
But after
d5.
knight f3, queen g6, f6 again. Okay, maybe possible.
So you play d5 maybe. Oh, d5.
d5, maybe b4.
After d, there is the d5 before d takes e6.
Maybe.
Queen d6.
Yeah, you're right.
Everything
so
comes
maybe
apart.
like is just lost here, but still, you will try to defend
Do something.
the position. Yeah. Okay, so Azerbaijan actually on the 3rd board is in a very difficult situation. So let's go to the 4th board of this match. Justin Chan, a FIDE master from United States,
Gavhar Beydullayeva
against woman player, woman FIDE master Gavhar Beydullayeva from Azerbaijan. Let's see this Beydullayeva Chan match.
Kinda Catalan.
Yeah, it looks like a Catalan.
The bishop d2 variation.
D takes queen c2, queen c4. Yeah.
Bishop a5 idea.
One of
c6.
the most classical lines of the. But this, I don't know. I'm not sure what black played.
He played c6, a modern, conception.
c6, rook d1, knight d7, and knight h4. No, I'm thinking the black misplayed this. You cannot give so easily this bishop.
Also, white has the ideas of getting the bishop out of d2. For example, bishop g5, bishop f6.
Yeah, takes e4, and you know how to play. If c5, d5 is coming. Even rook c8.
Even e4 is not needed because bishop on g2 is active enough to press the c6.
Yeah, but now you can change your strategy. Now you have 2 bishops. You want to open the position with e4, d5 at some moment. If you want to, how you attack the c6 pawn, because you can always play c5.
In the game, Gavhar Beydullayeva found a good way to stop c5, a3, b4 as the classic ideas of Catalan.
Okay, maybe, but she didn't take on h5, g6. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Bishop h5 has been played.
Yes.
Okay, knight f3. What's this?
They are repeating moves in some sense.
Bishop g5.
Okay, it is okay to give the bishop there.
A3, B4.
So this is the positional bind in the Catalan.
So maybe Black played interestingly. So I was thinking that he will give this bishop on g6, but he didn't. He just played bishop h5. Still understandable, this position. Of course, White has some pressure on the c line. She will double on the c line, probably the rooks, or trying to attack on c6, as you said, with knight e5. I mean, it's coming.
Rook d2, rook c2, e3.
Yes. What to do against knight e5, ae5, for example. Knight d7, maybe.
Probably the rook f to d8, knight d5. For this structure, for our spectators, I recommend to analyze the game for the EU, which is Kramnik versus Carlsen, Dortmund Sparkassen 2006, which covers the C-line pressure in the Catalan for White. The bishop to d2 variation is played magnificently well by Vladimir Kramnik.
Yes. Okay. Okay, maybe this is looks like slightly better for White. We move to Turkey Red, number 4 board. Turkey Red is playing against Canada. On the first board, Tuna Onat Nalbant, international master from Turkey, 2401 elo, against FIDE master from Canada, Rohan Talukdar, 2369 elo. Let's go to that game. Okay, looks like
another
Najdorf line.
Okay.
H5, a popular move, a modern approach to this kind of actually opening strategy.
To prevent g4.
To prevent g4. Actually, nowadays such kind of moves are considered to be very normal. In a long time ago, it was supposed to be weakening the king side, and nobody played such kind of moves. But lately, everybody plays such kind of moves because it's considered to be a very good and normal move.
The original move was just to play bishop e6 instead of h5.
Exactly. This is
you play normally.
Knight d7, castle long, g6, bishop g7, g4 now.
And White is absolutely better.
I'm not sure if this is all theory or not.
It's working really well for White so far. Maybe take g5 and rook g1, rook g4. They played a couple of moves. You can receive it.
Okay, let's say bishop f6.
Yes, he took.
Bishop f6, he took. I wouldn't take it.
But bishop g5 is coming.
Yeah, but still, this knight on d5 is a monster. Bishop g5 doesn't threaten anything. I'm not sure this about taking here. Unless you win some material here.
Rook g1, rook g4, his idea. To win
bishop
some material.
c4. He wants to play this bishop c4. Okay, now it's understandable because he wanted to occupy this diagonal with the bishop, and maybe now he thinks that he will have a slight advantage because of how Black will proceed now.
Knight e6.
Knight e6, rook g1, and now what?
Rook g4 for White.
Rook g4.
It is the idea is to play rook g4, rook d to g1 to protect g5, and rook takes h4. But you are losing some tempi in which Black can utilize his pieces. Meanwhile.
But I don't think this is a good idea. You know why? Because if I play here, rook g4, rook h8. So what do you threaten now?
So White took on White took on f6. If he can take the pawn,
yes,
it is meaningless.
I don't understand this line.
So knight takes f6 is wrong.
Maybe you have to double on the d line.
Okay.
Or maybe you can exchange, but of course exchanging looks like
f takes e6.
F
looks
takes
like
e6 doesn't look good for actually for White.
He played rook g1. Not
Rook G1 and black is thinking, I think.
You are mentioning about King G7. Probably this
King
is the
G7, yeah, because Rook G4 is the threat. I have to play this.
So I think knight takes f6 was wrong, because you
Well,
can
I don't
hold the
like-
h4 pawn.
I'm not sure about this. Yes, knight takes f6. Okay, we'll go back to this game, but looks like to me an equal position. Let's go to the second board. Enes Tanrıverdi versus Eugene Hua. Enes Tanrıverdi also is a very strong FIDE master, 2401 from Turkey red team. And his opponent is Eugene Hua, a FIDE master from Canada with 2285 ELO. Okay, let's see this game. Enes Tanrıverdi. Okay, Hua Tanrıverdi.
Yeah, typical Sicilian Taimanov.
Oh, very
Typical
very
Taimanov.
tactical. Typical.
Taimanov.
It's so
playing.
tactical Taimanov.
Not the bishop b4, you know.
Yeah.
It was the same
Knight
safe
D5.
Taimanov.
B5, F4, knight
Knight
G4.
G4.
This is all
And
theory.
always plays such lines.
Enes, probably his opponent prepared this line. Takes, knight F5.
Bishop f8.
And bishop E2, bishop B7, bishop F3. So many moves they played. All this theory.
Probably no, but
Bishop takes F3.
G3.
Yeah,
Queen c5 and queen d3.
Threatening mate on D7.
But after queen b5, probably black is just better.
Queen what?
b5.
He's thinking probably this move, yeah, right. To take, because D5 is also possible, but doesn't look.
You know, black is a pawn up, b2 is about to gone. And black,
Sorry.
God bless you. Black has a more compact pawn structure, and the bishop is just superior to the knight. So endgame is just really plausible for black. Maybe queen b5. You know, because white's attack is unbearable unless you do not exchange the queens.
How can I mean, continue? Maybe knight D6 now. Bishop takes, queen takes.
Okay, now
what?
What happens?
I don't know what happens.
Rook
It's a strange
G8.
position.
Rook g8.
Very strange position.
I think nothing is happening.
Well, something happening, because now if rook G8, maybe rook D1. And now what?
Can you
Your
actually?
king, whose king is less safe? Here is, looks like black king.
I think rook c3. Actually, white cannot take over
Rook
d7.
C3.
Rook c3.
Why cannot take?
Because if you take, I will play rook g1
Okay.
at the end. Take.
Take. Rook G1. At this I have perpetual.
No, I will play. Okay, you have the perpetual.
At least. Rook G1. Okay, maybe I don't take. Rook C3. Why rook C3? I don't understand. What's the threat?
Rook takes f3. Just I'm preparing
you,
myself.
you don't care about this part. How come you just maybe rook, for example, D4 now, threatening rook B4? Looks very dangerous for you.
A5.
A5. Can I play now A4?
Queen c6.
Queen C6. And now check here.
Queen
the
C8.
position is getting worse and worse.
Queen
They can
C8.
take on D7.
Queen c8.
Queen C8. I can play many moves. Maybe Queen B5. Maybe take on D7.
But
I'm
queen
not
is
sure.
angry.
Queen B5 and take on A5, for example.
But I will take rook takes c2.
How come you take?
This is
Rook takes C2. What? Let's see. Rook takes C2. Queen take. Rook takes this.
Rook
Check.
C1.
And here, maybe I will get mated. Check. Okay, it doesn't work. Queen C2. Okay, maybe I exchange here. Okay, exchange and take on d7. Maybe this is better.
I will play rook g2.
Rook g2.
Rook d2 is probably, but you know the rook endgame is better for black.
Rook d2. No, I was thinking to play here, but doesn't maybe something interesting. Okay, it's probably you are defending. Doesn't give whites.
Even black may be better.
I'm not sure about this, but anyway. Queen b5 looks like a good move. Did he play queen b5?
No, he's thinking for 7 minutes.
What else he can do? d5?
Maybe knight g3 or rook e1. Rook e1 is, you know, needed. Yes, rook queen takes d5 as a threat, or not? No, it is. Yes, it is a threat.
So maybe this is not a good move. d5. Maybe queen b5 actually
just force the exchange.
Is a much better try. Okay, we go to which game? Enes Tanrıverdi. We checked Akın Kızılkuş
On the third board.
from FIDE, from Turkey red team. Akın Kızılkuş, FIDE Master 2381 against Canadian FIDE Master Sean Rodrigue Lemieux 2263 rating. Okay, Akın Kızılkuş. Let me find his game here. Okay, here it is. Lemieux versus Kızılkuş.
Is this an Nimzo Indian also? Queen's Indian, Nimzo Indian.
Yes, Nimzo Indian. Queen c2. Very popular line.
Bishop g5. Oh no.
Bishop g2, e3. Okay. e5. White played a very passive line actually. Knight c4.
It's kind of radical, you know.
Takes, bishop takes f3.
And queen g5
queen
check.
g5 and then
Rook e6.
rook e6. Maybe some compensation here, right? Okay.
a6, normal move. Take, take.
Knight
And
f6.
f6. It's still sacrificing.
Actually, White played very bad the opening phase. I don't like what White did.
It's passively red.
Very passive.
Maybe knight d2 is now a necessity for white, but black plays knight d6. After knight d2, black plays knight d6. He doesn't exchange.
Knight d2 you want to play?
But knight d6.
Yes, sure, why not? Because knight d2 also is a very passive move. You don't free your position. I don't know what you are, getting in this position.
Let's try to take the pawn with bishop c4, because there is no queen g5.
Yes, maybe it's better idea. Takes.
Knight h5 or knight.
Knight somewhere. Maybe knight d5 or maybe knight h5.
No, they played some moves. I couldn't play knight d2. He didn't intend to take the pawn. He played knight to
maybe
d2.
you should have played this.
Queen d7 is a possible move, you know, with the idea of queen h3. So, but position
looks like you can protect this position.
Defendable.
I don't see an immediate threat here.
King h1, no, not king h1. Basically, queen
I can
e2.
even play e4.
Okay, queen h3.
Maybe queen somewhere, or rook somewhere. Rook b3, let's say, for example. Rook e6, for example.
There is no d5. Knight takes e5.
e5, knight takes e5, but maybe f4 in e5. No, maybe let's go. I can go back here. Yes, why not?
Rook a4.
Okay, for.
Rook takes d4. Queen f1 mate.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I cannot go here somewhere here.
But rook takes, knight takes e4 is also possible. You know, rook on b3 is also
Okay,
hanging.
maybe king g1 is not a good move.
Maybe f4. Your first idea is valid. Maybe. But
Or
kind of
maybe
risky.
bishop f4. I want to play bishop g3 now.
So against it, knight h5, bishop g3. Actually, there's no visible attack for black. Maybe rook h6. Okay, rook h6. Queen c7. Queen c7.
Queen g7, knight takes g3.
Queen g3, rook g6. No, it is not possible.
Maybe this one.
Okay, rook b2. But things getting, kinda interesting because I may play rook g6 and knight f4.
Well, what can I do? I took the pawn, I have to defend now.
Queen c.
Now, but I can take on
Queen
c7.
c7.
Now I take. I'm happy now.
Yes.
Where is your attack going? I don't know.
You
Knight
hold.
f4 is not possible.
So you think that white should take the pawn?
Yeah, maybe some f5 or something else. Anyway, looks like compensation,
He played
but
knight
not
d2.
so. Much.
Not so easy to play
yes.
at all.
But anyway, he didn't play. He played your move.
But we thought that it is already a not good move.
Yeah, knight d6. You're right. The attack. Knight f5, knight h4. These moves, rook e6, rook g6 for black is easy to play this game. And you have a bishop on c1, which is
Bishop
just
h3.
doing nothing. Maybe bishop
No,
a3, but
knight
I'm
f5,
already intending to play knight f5, knight
knight
h4.
h4.
This is what I want, and this bishop is doing nothing. Good bishop, but threatening nothing.
Nothing.
On his way there is nothing to be threatened. And the bishop cannot go to the king side. If this bishop was on g3, for example, or f4, whatever, it would be much better. Protects the king side, attacks but on a3, on this
There is no
diagonal,
DT for
on
it.
this diagonal, actually doing nothing. Okay, looks like black has the upper hand here. So let's go to the fourth board. Işıkcan is the youngest international master of Turkey. He became international master at the age of 13. He's also a very strong player. He actually he just played in the tournament where he played in Moscow, I think, and he made 7 out of 9. He had a very good result, and he's also in good shape. He's playing on the fourth board of Turkey against Canadian FIDE master Nicolas Vettes. I don't know how to pronounce this. Nicolas Vettes, or what Vettes. Okay.
So we can.
Işıkcan, usually he prepares his openings very well. He is really hard working guy. He works a lot of hours to the opening phase, to the preparation against the opponent. So here
Is the exchange
he plays
Karakan?
defense.
E6.
E6. Bishop
Interesting
B5.
choice.
Yes, E6 actually looks like interesting choice, but also looks very passive line.
Right, but it is normally okay. But it is now seemingly okay because there is no passive bishop still on d7.
Yes, G3, strange. Maybe this, as you said, this is passive but very, very solid line. Yes.
Black is solid.
Yes.
This is, another Carlos Balbon structure.
G3, knight d7, knight f3, knight f5, h5, b5. Now this minority attack, typical, stops everything. But b4, of course, stops this b4 idea. a5, a3. when you play b4, usually in such kind of types of pawn structure, you need to have some knight to go to c5 or c4, you know, vice versa. Here, for example, you have a knight on e5 which can go back on d3 and c5, but I'm not sure about this.
Because e4 square is also weak.
So because if you cannot go to with one of your knights to c5, the c3 pawn will be weakened the whole game. You know, you will just suffer with this pawn. Of course, you have a bishop which protects this pawn, but this bishop will be so passive that it will be like a pawn on d2. What do you think, Erkin?
So, you know, as the former national coach Kurevich called as the big pawn.
A big pawn, yeah, yes, this is the problem. I mean, this b4, of course, is the idea to play against such kind of minority attack to stop this b4 idea, but unless you don't have a knight on to put on c5, then you will have problems actually in the further phase of this game, you know. Okay, so I think black has no problems here. What do you think?
But there is, you know, some tactical issues. White is also going for bishop takes b5 and b takes a5. You know, b5 is
here. Bishop takes b5 is threatened. Okay. Okay. Did he play something?
Nice thing for 18 minutes. He's on a long tov.
18 minutes thinking for this move a3. Yes, actually, this is the problem is with the b5 pawn. If I don't protect this, let's say I protect it. Okay, what's the problem with rook b8? Let's say a simple
ba5.
move, a simple move.
ba5. B takes a5.
B takes a5. Your idea is this?
After queen a5, I want to play c4.
C4, but this bishop is hanging.
Oh no. So knight c6. Oh, okay. There's knight.
But
C6.
there's this, of course, fork. Okay, so this is not possible.
So I will play bishop takes b5 and a4. You know, just take the pawn and hold it.
Bishop takes
b5. Some
this
tactical issues. Yes, this is some tactical issues.
So rook b8, it doesn't work. Beşiktaş, of course, sees all this stuff. That's why he's thinking so much.
He's also
can I play rook a8? Okay, I found another move. But then bishop takes b5.
But it is continuing. No.
Knight
bishop
e4 is
knight
coming,
e4. Bishop
rook
e1.
a8, bishop takes b5, knight e4, and
Bishop
then
e1.
what? Bishop e1, knight takes c3.
Good
Looks
for
looks
black.
Good for black, of course. It doesn't work. So you
So
can
rook
take on
a8
b5.
is-
Rook a8 maybe is a good move. Then I will come with the other rook on b8. Rook f b8. What do you think?
Probably this is the best because you also counter from the a file. After a b, you know, the rook on a1 has no contenders in the former case, but now rook a8 is just countering the rook on a1. This is probably the best
Yes, and
formation.
also
of
when I
pieces.
play after the second move, rook f b8, I can also go back with the bishop on f8 and knight on d6 maybe is possible. I need the bishop on f8 because to protect my king side.
Also knight should go to c4.
Because in some points, you know, the g6 pawn, I have to be always aware of this, you know, sacrifice on g6. Maybe I cannot move immediately my knight on f5. Okay, so probably black has some good chances, you know, maybe not now, but in the future, because of the pawn formation, we can say. So now we will have a short break, but don't go away because there are so much more we'll analyze. The other matches are waiting for us, you know, to be analyzed, and the games are getting much more exciting now.
Hi again. We are with the last year's champion team captain, Mr. Said Ali Yuldashev. Welcome to here.
Thank you.
So how is it your team going in this tournament so far?
Not bad. Yesterday our team won against Macedonia. Today we are playing against Lithuania. Hope this year also we show good results. I hope.
So for this year, how do you find the place, the atmosphere, and the conditions of the tournament?
Every tournament in Turkey, I like all conditions. Turkish Federation has good preparation for any chess events. For example, last year in Konya also was excellent conditions for us. This year also good. We are glad to play in Turkey anytime.
We also are really pleased to see you to play again. You know, you were the last year's champion, and as we talk in the before the live commentary, you said that it was the strongest national team that ever built in Uzbekistan.
Yes, but in this year, our two players, the age became 17, so they cannot play. But we have two grandmasters, also two not bad players. So we hope also in this year also will be good results for us. I hope.
So as a player, to my knowledge, you are a strong international master, or are you a grandmaster right now?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm grandmaster.
Yeah,
I'm
grandmaster.
Also, I was the 5 times Uzbekistan champion. After that, I finished my the practical games. Then now I'm coaching. Yeah.
How long are you coaching for?
Now I'm 2 years in national team of Uzbekistan coach. Before I worked in Kuwait team, also Singapore team. Before 4 years I was there.
So did you also live in those countries to give some education?
Sorry?
Did you live in those countries?
Yeah, I lived there. Yeah.
For how long?
About 5 years.
About 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. Now I hope my experience will help to our team, Uzbekistan team.
So if you have time, I want to show you some of the games going on and to commentate on. But you know, if we have a window to open it, you know, due to the technical difficulties. So for time being, as I see, there are too many youngsters coming up for the different age categories, like Abdusattor from your country, then Nihal Sarin. You know, India didn't come with those players, but you know, thinking that, would it be, you know, really interesting if all of the players, like all of the good youngsters, play at the same time?
Of course, it will be. If they, for example, Indian team, if they compositions play all strongest team under 16 from India, it will be excellent team. Nihal Sarin, Pragnana, or Gukesh. Yeah, many good players has India. But other country, I think also Russian can, I think, create more stronger team. There are other teams also, Iran, for example. It will be, if like I think more interesting, of course, if they play in this like this Olympiads, more tournaments will become more interesting, of course.
So for your country, as I see, there is a huge development in last 10 years. How is it going for Uzbekistan?
It's the government and chess federation give good attention for chess. We have big chess academy in Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan. Many talent kids coming in this academy. Then many grandmasters and strong coaches working there. Also many tournaments. We have many more tournaments than before. Of course, this is the help or improve the skills and the results for kids.
For the international events, do you have the strong open tournaments to participate for foreigners?
Yeah, but the recently was the Central Asian Championship under 20. This is many players from Central Asia came and play there. Also, we have the international tournament every year. We have the tournament name is Memorial Agzamov Memorial. It's the first grandmaster. Grandmaster in Uzbekistan. Every year we have this tournament, big tournament.
So if our technical stuff helps, and I eventually want to open some of the games, if possible. Okay, so I'm starting with the first game, Tarlabaşı. I clicked on it, but can we have the screen of the game?
Yeah.
Okay, the first board I'm opening. This is the position from the first board, as you can see on the window.
What's that now?
What do you say about the position?
Now position is interesting position. Interesting position. White has active knight on f5.
Let me show you.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, there's an active knight on f5.
Yeah, but other pieces is not active for white. But I think is slowly white can improve the position, like bishop f3, e4, and bishop g5.
Bishop e3,
yeah,
e4, and bishop
e4,
g5.
Then this is the. I think white has some the initiative in the future, but black should play very accurately this position. Maybe like queen c7 also create some counter attack.
He played queen d7 actually.
In d7 now, yes. Also he wants to.
Excuse me.
Yeah. He wants to attack this knight and get rid of this knight. This position, maybe white has moved e4. Is it e4?
How about knight takes e4?
Knight takes e4. We should calculate like queen takes e4, then queen takes a8. This rook. We should see this can or cannot calculate.
The e4 protects the knight?
Yeah, protects it and open the bishop. I want to play, for example, bishop and maybe g5 or bishop h6. Is it something like this?
Yes, still thinking, but you evaluate it as better for white.
Yeah, but I cannot say exactly. I think so. Maybe queen c7 should play black now. Queen c7.
But he lost the tempo.
Yeah, tempo. But now, how to protect this diagonal?
I actually played something like e4, as you said. White played e4.
Yeah, e4. Maybe now queen c7 and maybe f4 or g3 something.
G3 or g3, g6.
No, this is diagonal become weak. Maybe white can play like bishop g5 now or bishop f4. Yeah.
Wow.
This is no, g6 I think very risky for black. Maybe it has to take this knight.
On f5.
Yeah. Or now knight e4, is it? No, knight e4.
Queen e4?
Queen e4. Yeah, just queen e4. No, I think the maybe 10-15 minutes will show whose position is better, like critical position. I think now.
So you say that it is necessary for wait for the 10 minutes.
Yeah,
okay, so this is the other game, and they played couple of moves. The position was that we recommended. You can check from the main screen. We recommended to play queen b5, but he played d5 instead, and rook to e1.
No, I think the black position is safe. Like looks not black king not castling yet, but looks the safe position because white king also weak. Also, no pieces for attack. Or white has not so many pieces. End game is also will be good for black because all white pawns is weak. So this is my opinion.
So that's why he wanted to exchange the queens, but
Yeah,
he let queen d5.
Yeah, queen d5 also this is end game. It's okay. Can, for example, queen d5, rook d5, then rook c4. I should calculate.
A good end game
like
for black.
We'll see now. Yeah, also maybe rook a5.
Rook takes f4, knight is on pre.
Yeah, also knight there. What should play? What should play here? If I put no, this is should. So I cannot say anything. Maybe draw. All pieces will change after knight d6. Bishop takes d6. Rook takes d6. Yeah.
Take, and you say that it may go for the draw.
Rook takes a6, then king e7, something like this. Then rook in game, yeah. Queen. This is the first board we played. Queen c7. Position,
exactly in the favor that you recommended. So,
third board, yeah. This is the third
bar. You're opening it. So we were
looks black is okay. This is the from King's Indian defense. If black knight come to d4, I think black always okay. This is my.
There is no problem.
It's like no problem. Maybe equal position.
I'm checking for receiving those.
In
actually,
so to see.
Okay.
This is the
they play somewhat, and I will show it quickly. He took over d4. You can check. And before, bishop h6. Wow.
It's interesting move because then next move rook c8, white rook cannot come to c1 because bishop is controlling. It's like this, yeah.
You like black's idea?
Yeah, I like, but I think is white cannot be bad also because white has good bishop on b3 and put bishop to d5. It's interesting idea.
Okay.
We have maybe some compensation. Black has compensation from this exchange.
But white is definitely not bad.
White also not bad. Yeah. Bishop on d5, then king comes to b2 like this. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
See you. Good luck on your tournament. So we are going for a short break.
Dear chess friends, we are back again. We start immediately with the match between Portugal and Israel. They are playing on the second board, and the first board of Portugal is Jose Francisco Veiga, FIDE master, with 23-25 elo, and another is against another FIDE master from Israel, or Globus. He is 23-71 elo. Okay, as we can see now on the screen, this is the last position, I think.
From Rui Lopez.
This is black is on the move. So
White played knight to
Globus
d2.
or Globus is thinking. And this is a Rui Lopez. Okay, let's see what kind of
Italian Rui Lopez.
D3 line. Okay, D3, A4. A
We saw
tactical,
it
not tactical,
yesterday.
but positional
We saw
continuation.
it yesterday. White has also nice idea of playing a5.
Yes, of course. And usually at this line, rook b8, rook b5, such kind of type of game, such kind of moves are possible. But now, of course, the b line is opened. Okay. Developing moves, bishops are exchanged, and the knights, okay, are on the board. Knight a5.
And what?
He wants to control probably c4 square. That's why knight a5 takes rook a8. Now the problem is with the b line. Black cannot actually occupy the b line with his rook. This is his problem. Knight d7. He wants to go to rook b8, knight d2, Now probably rook b8. No.
He's still thinking.
Is there some problem with rook b8?
No,
He's
queen
thinking.
a2. You know, black actually can take some time to think about, because also knight c5 is an efficient move. You know, there's some little differences between directly rook b8
Maybe
or
he's thinking to play d5 or something.
knight
first.
c5 maybe, because after you play d5.
Knight c5.
Knight c5.
Aha,
Queen c2.
You want to attack.
Queen c2 and now rook b8. You know, there is
Okay,
little
queen
difference
c2.
between.
This is actually a good idea.
What do you
No,
play?
he decided to play rook b8 first.
Probably he's trying to differentiate between it. So
Okay,
he thought
knight
that
c5, rook b8 was possible, but he didn't want to play. Rook b8, probably queen c2. Okay, let's see now. Maybe knight
Queen
c5.
a2. Why?
Queen a2, okay. Queen a2 probably better because attacking the e6 pawn. And now, maybe after exchanging on
No.
b8, b1,
Knight
check.
b1.
Knight b1, king f7, probably is forced, or maybe some other moves, but king f7 looks normal. And now what?
Knight c5 is coming. Maybe black.
Looks very equal. Drawish, yes?
Probably knight c4, white to play.
I don't think white
There's
has
no
an
problem.
advantage here. So let's move to second board of this match. On the second board of Portugal, Bruno Andre Leite Martins is playing 2284 elo against from Israel FIDE master Shoham Cohen Revivo with 2295 elo. Okay, Revivo. There was a Fenerbahçe
Haim review.
Revivo, yes, I'm Revivo. Last name is the same. Okay, so king g8 is the last move. Let's see.
He's about to play knight to f7. Okay, Sicilian. You know, this is too popular after Caruana Carsa. Bishop b5 line.
Yes, rook e1, knight f6, knight c3, e5.
Knight e8, knight c7, knight e6, d3 one. You know, it used to be played d4 instead of d3.
b6.
Now, black has no problems.
This is interesting. Now, usually this maneuver knight e8, knight c7 is intending to play knight e6 and knight d4. But now black deviates from this plan and it decides to play knight d5. It's interesting. Why knight d5? I'm not sure. He decided to play knight d5. And of course, white doesn't want to, of course, exchange on d5. And now plays queen d2. Knight takes c3. This is also strange to me, because I would have taken on e3, but probably not very good.
Yes, I think white is black is misplaying this position.
Yeah, looks like he doesn't play too correctly. I'm not sure about
Too
this.
accurately. You know, c4, a4, a5. There's a clear plan of white right now after knight takes
Queen d7, bishop h6,
Okay.
f5.
acceptable.
Take exchange, queen f4, h4.
a4, nice play by white. He's playing on the both flanks, so c5 is also weak. Rook b7 is threat. Okay.
Takes. Many things are happening. Okay, well, I'm not commenting anything because I mean there's nothing to comment now because too many moves has been played. We cannot I mean deal with this situation. Probably some are not right, some are
I think
accurate.
white played pretty well in this
Yes. And
stage.
looks like white is a very good position with dominating knight on d4 and with the bishop, very passive bishop on a8.
h5.
h5 also looks like a very weak move because it weakens the g5 square, which is actually a very dangerous square for black king. And now e6, knight f3, immediately coming to g5. Now of course the threat probably rook c3, knight f7, queen h8 mate. This is one idea. Another idea most probably is first of all to control d5 square with c4 maybe, in order not to play to prevent black to play.
But you know there is queen d8, queen d1, queen d6 exchange idea.
This is of course.
But there is an
This
impossible.
is of course a bad news for white. So c4 is
No. Actually, he can't exchange because there's e7.
E7, yes. Okay. So probably this is not possible. So c4 might be a good idea in order to prevent. If check queen g4, g3 is possible, but maybe f4. I'm not sure. Some ideas with some perpetual ideas.
He actually played knight f7.
Okay, he decided to play knight f7. The idea is, of course, rook, queen e5.
You can receive moves if you want, because you know the Portugal player is also played.
He did something. Queen e8.
Queen e8.
What's this queen e8?
Wait, what? Queen
I
e5.
don't understand.
King h7. Queen a5.
There is
king.
no mate. Here queen d4 and now king h7.
And queen d7. Let's say queen d7.
Why queen e8? I don't understand. There is no other thing. There are many moves now probably. Queen d7.
You know, probably it is the best since I will also attack the e7 pawn, and I am always having with the ideas
queen
of
d7. It's probably forced. Move. And now I don't know.
I like an idea. Queen c7. There's Zugzwang. Queen c7.
Maybe he'll play c5.
I will take queen c5.
No, he wants to activate the bishop. That's why.
But I will also push the pawn.
Yeah, sure. This is lost position.
You know my idea.
The problem is how to finish.
It will be like that. Queen c7, and I will march the king. King h2, king g3, king f4.
Yeah,
king
but
g4.
yours is probably slow. You have to find a much quicker way here. Looks like it will be finished very easily. If you cannot attack on e7, for example, if you take the pawn on e7, the game will be finished very soon. But I don't think you can attack very.
That's why I am trying for Zugzwang.
Yes.
Like alpha.
Yeah,
0.
probably this is of many ideas here. It's totally winning position. Okay, let's go to the board number 3 of this match. Santos, Jose Guilherme Santos, 21-83 yellow against Elisha Lukin, 22-80 yellow from Israel. Let's see this game. Elisha Lukin versus Santos. Guilherme. This is also looks like a French.
Wiener.
Yeah. Okay, this is the last position. Queen g6 has been played. Now white is thinking. e5. All these moves probably theory. Bishop a4. What do you think about this bishop a4? Is this also theory?
You know, there's a similar idea. You put queen onto a4.
Usually I know queen a4, but bishop a4 at this early stage of the game looks strange.
I think this is also acceptable because c4 and c2 pawn is weak. Since then, white's queen is not that free to go.
Yeah, maybe.
Queen g8. You know, he's playing really well. I like black's play.
You like it?
Probably it's a preparation.
What is this king f1? What is this? I don't understand. King f1.
I think king needs to go to, you know, a1 instead of f1. King marching for the wrong
F1,
direction.
I don't understand, but anyway, let's go.
Okay.
Okay,
He
white
sacked the pawn.
sacrificed a pawn. Huh?
Black sacrifice.
Sorry, black sacrificed a pawn. Queen g6, but it's getting active.
Rook is not doing anything on a2. If he moves the rook, there's c2 hanging. If bishop takes c2, then bishop comes to play. So, can he move the bishop forward? No, because you know bishop g5, rook h4, bishop h4, queen g4. It's another Zugzwang. He may play bishop f3 to hold the g4 pawn.
Yes.
Bishop f3, bishop d1. Yes, bishop f3 and bishop e1, and then you start to move.
No, but I want to put my rook on a2 in the game. This is the problem with white. Other pieces are all in the game. This rook is missing. You know, this rook is just protecting the c2 pawn. But if you consider, of course, the bishop also is out of the game, but rook is more valuable than the
Quite a
bishop.
nice
And
idea.
also I want to put my rook on this king side. If I can do this, probably I will win the game. But I cannot do it now because the c2 pawn is attacked. As you say, maybe you can come with the king somewhere here on b2 and then free your rook.
Before king f1.
Yes, of course.
Before king.
But now maybe it's not too late. Because white, what is white? Black is threatening. Maybe rook h7 and then doubling.
But g5.
But g5 I don't want to play because
I
maybe
will-
it's
I
a
will
good move.
play
Maybe it's a good move.
Bishop,
g5,
bishop
rook f4,
h5.
rook f6.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe it's a good move because then bishop h5 is coming. The f7 pawn is very weak. Yeah, maybe this is still possible coming here. It looks like white is a good position here.
At least
I
it is
feel
too
I feel
complicated.
this way.
It's
Okay,
complicated.
on this third board, white looks better. Let's go to the fourth board of this match. Miguel Cismeiro, 21-13 against FIDE master from Israel, Lior Musyuk, 22-78 elo. Okay, Musyuk Cismeiro. Let's see this game. What's going on here?
Another French.
No, this time
London.
London system. Okay.
You know, they
Popular, very
yesterday
popular.
they also played E6 system. This is the same
Yeah,
system.
this actually looks very natural. Everybody plays this. Bishop d6. You feel like you have to, play bishop d6. Exchange these bishops. But
I still
actually, this
don't
is
like
what white wants actually.
I
Knight
still
e5.
don't like the bishop over b7.
Yes, knight e7.
Queen
This is a
f3.
good idea. Usually to go to f5, and then this bishop e7, knight d6. This idea is actually a good idea after going back with the bishop. Knight f5 and knight d6, knight e4. So he knows what he's doing. Black h4. Here also instead of maybe b5.
f6.
Some cases f6 is possible.
I don't know right now because gf.
Gf, yes, but bishop takes.
Rook, no, h5.
H5.
Oh, there is bishop takes e5 and knight takes d2. Bishop e5, d5, knight d2.
Bishop takes d5, knight d2, yes, and then
King
d4 is
d2
coming.
also.
D4 is coming.
Yes, d4.
Yes,
and
so
knight
this
d4.
is probably this f5, f6 may be possible. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's go to the game. b5. The problem is that black has to find a counter attack immediately. It has to be quick because now white is coming. h5, g6, h6. All these pawns are moving forward to your kings, so you have to be quick. Okay, g6 takes queen g4. He wants to open up these lines towards the black king, which is a very actually typical idea. Knight f7, knight takes f7, king takes f7. Interesting. And now what?
How about
This is the position. Yes,
H
takes
H.
hg. What about rook g1?
rook f6, bishop h4,
f6.
bishop h4?
Yes, bishop h4. I don't understand.
Maybe g5, rook g1, g5.
Rook g1, g5.
But there's knight f3. Knight f3, this is catastrophic. Or bishop takes e4, knight g5, or knight
Yeah,
e4, even knight
I
e5.
don't understand. This looks very bad for black. hg, hg, and then what? How to protect after rook g1? White is thinking. Actually, probably he's also. But what? There is something on h4.
Maybe rook
Which port
f6.
is it? Is this the fourth port? We cannot see here. Okay.
Maybe rook g1.
We cannot
rook
see the
f6.
fourth port. Ismail, we cannot make more zoom here on the fourth port. Okay, maybe we can see the position. Probably white is thinking to play. Rook G1. He's thinking, okay, he didn't play yet. Yeah, maybe Rook G1 and white is clearly better. Okay, so maybe he will just give up this pawn, bishop f6, take, check, and then trying to go away with this, with the king.
Can you do so? Because, you know,
I'm not sure.
there is bishop, no, bishop h4 is a check. Knight f3, let's say, knight f3.
Well, this is the game, you know, knight f3, you
Or cb4.
Maybe I'll take here, I don't know.
Maybe white just takes cb4. You know, grab everything.
Yeah, maybe this is possible, all these lines there, but looks white is much better here.
You can
Bishop
take
b2 maybe.
bishop h4 check.
I cannot go back because we
Bishop
take
bishop h4
queen
check.
take g7, yes.
G7.
Okay, so this is not possible, maybe cb4. So I don't know what to play here. I cannot see anything. Can you see something?
No, particularly no. Maybe king e8 or, but it is too much to get your king march.
King e8 takes, king d7.
But it's too much.
Too
You
much,
know,
but what to do?
Actually, there's bishop b5 check or so. No, instead of check.
Maybe you can take also here, you know, take, and knight c4 or something.
Maybe instead of queen g6, there's bishop b5 check.
There are many things actually, you're right. Bishop b5 probably is winning immediately. Okay, so this is probably winning for white. Let's go to which match we didn't check. Okay, on number 5, China versus Kazakhstan. Let's go to this match. I want to find this first board. Lean
Versus Kazbek-Nogerbek.
Okay, Lean.
The draw.
Nogerbek, Kazakh. This draw? Okay, second board. Yu Kaifeng. Bibisara Asabuayeva. Bibisara Asabuayeva is a very strong female player, and she's playing on the second board of Kazakhstan. Let's see her game. Okay, let me see this game. Asabuayeva versus Yu. Okay, Asabuayeva, we can see on the left side of your screen.
She played rook
She
e1.
played, she's already better actually. A pawn on f7, very strong pawn. But how to win? What do you think?
I think
Looks very difficult to
black
win, yeah?
needs to not to play with the pawns. At least he needs to play with the king solely.
From the body language, black.
Kind of nervous.
Yes, nervous.
But the king f6 is holding the balance.
King f6. Rook e6 check. Sorry, rook e6 check.
King g7.
King g7.
So the point is, I'm just waiting like that. And you play
I
f4.
want to play f4, yes. The idea is to play at some point maybe h3 g4.
Rook b7. Can you set a zugzwang for me?
Rook
b7. I'm just waiting.
Rook b7 or rook d7, I don't know.
I think this.
Or maybe rook d7 is a good plan. King f6. Yeah, not so easy. Difficult position to win. She has to find some ways, but I don't know.
Okay, I will just try to get the.
Let's see first the king
king
f1. If rook d7, I play rook king e2. First let's activate the king, and then trying to push the pawns on the king side. f4, h3, g4. Otherwise, you cannot open up the position. You know,
Actually,
you need to open up this position in order to win. There is no other ideas to win this.
Actually, there is rook to d4 for black now.
Yes, yes. You're right. You want to sacrifice what? b3,
b5.
b5, and then take on f7. Yes.
Now I'm holding.
Yeah, this is okay. Probably rook
King
a6.
king
This is
f8.
still some
rook d7.
still some problems.
Our g6
It's,
is on pre. G6 is on.
Yeah, some problems. Yes,
There are some
you're right. but of course, king f7. This is not possible. Maybe take here.
He played
Take
a6.
here, takes, and what is this ending? Most probably draw.
He played a6 in the main position instead of king f6.
A6, yes. He wants to play b5. That's a good move.
a4.
Yes, good move. a4 maybe not needed. Maybe rook d1 now.
b5.
b5, bishop e6. But then you are marching with the pass. So it's not a good idea.
Now things are okay.
Yeah, a4 maybe this could
Not that easy.
should be played, yes. Yeah, I think this black will hold this position.
Probably, most
He
probably.
has many ideas here. Okay, so let's go back to the third board of this match. Key G. I think it's pronounced G, yes. 22-41 Elo from China versus Aristan Isanzulov from Kazakhstan FIDE Master with 23-05 Elo. Let's see this match. Key. Okay, this is the position.
Rook takes h4, king h8, oh, rook g8.
What's going
He
on?
just sack over h4.
I don't understand. Last moves, what happened here?
No, you are going too far. Okay, knight f6, knight h4, rook c4, bishop g2, and rook takes h4. H4, king
yeah,
h8.
good, he sacrificed. White sacrificed.
Rook g8, bishop h3.
Yes, what to do?
He needs to play, I guess, queen b2, queen h4, and maybe queen e5. Yes, queen b2, queen e5.
Why do you want to play queen e5?
I will play queen h2 and
you
f3.
want to defend, but knight
Yes.
g4 is coming some point.
But there's
you
a
can play
pin.
maybe f3 also.
Okay.
But then
And there's a pin. There's a pin.
there's a pin, you cannot move.
Yes, there's a pin.
So maybe white can defend here.
Queen b2 was the
Rook
clever
f2
move.
also is possible.
Rook g8, rook f2.
Yes.
Bishop h3.
Maybe
Rook
it's
goes to d1.
not so easy. He sacrificed, but
Queen b2 makes the things hard.
yes. Yeah, maybe it's not so easy. Okay, so of course compensation, but yeah.
I think
Maybe not
white
really.
is defending.
Yeah, white is defending, but still, black has a pawn for the exchange, and still some chances to attack. Knight h5 at some point, maybe playing some h6, king h7 or something like this, and then knight h5,
knight
knight
f4.
f4, but still difficult. Yeah.
They
Okay,
played
so
most queen b2 has been played.
okay, so let's go to number 4 of this match, the Zhao Zhang, 20-53 Elo versus woman FIDE Master Nazarke Nurgali, 21-94 from Kazakhstan.
They are playing with two female players.
Yes, two female players. You're right. Actually, this is very interesting. 21-94 Elo, yes, with black, white. Nurgali. Okay. This
F5,
position.
rook g1.
F5 is the last move. Check. King c3, f5.
Rook
Now,
g1.
this is white is a piece up, but black has some pawns running. G5, G4.
G5, wow.
This is also very dangerous. How to deal with these pawns?
Maybe d6 and bishop d5, but I don't know what helps. Maybe
D6.
d6,
You want to
cd.
sacrifice another.
Yes, and I want to play bishop d5 check, and I want to play rook f1 or rook e1. I need to activate my pieces. That's why I'm
Yes,
just
possible.
opening.
Sure, possible. Yeah, okay, probably this is a very unclear position. Not so easy to decide who is better here, huh?
Probably black, but
Because
yes,
all
it's
these
hard.
3 pawns, compensates
Connected pass pawns.
this position, is G5, G4 is coming, and as Erkin pointed out, these bishops are very passive. You have to push maybe some pawn, another pawn, the fourth pawn, maybe pawn has to be sacrificed in order to get some activation, some energy to your game, because these bishops without space cannot move anywhere. I don't know, maybe d6 needed or not, we'll see. So let's go to another match. Yesterday, actually, Turkmenistan created a big surprise against Russia.
Now they are playing against India.
Yes, now they are facing India today on the 8th board. So let's go to this match. First board, FIDE master Azat Nurmamedov. Yesterday, Azat Nurmamedov, actually, he made draw against Murzin, yes? Today, let's see what he's doing against Ghosh Aronyak from India, 2380, a candidate master from India. Let me see.
I think he's losing.
Who is losing?
Nurmamedov.
Really? Nurmamedov is losing. Nurmamedov, last move, King G2, King G7, King F3. Why is losing? Nurmamedov is white, no?
Probably Rook A4.
Why is losing?
Rook A4.
He's also, I don't think he's losing his position. Rook A4, Rook B7,
Rook D4,
Rook B5.
A4.
A4, yes. Here,
A3.
A3. King A3 maybe.
Rook D1. You know, if I can put my rook on A1 and pawn and A2, you know, things become.
Yeah, maybe you got some chances. Put your rook here,
You
and
play
then
D5.
activate your king. Okay, we'll see. You're right. Maybe
Now, these are the.
Black has winning chances. So let's go to second board. In Turkmenistan is in trouble on the first board. On the second board, Allayar Shirliyer, 2149 from Turkmenistan, is against Lakshmi Srihari, 2136 from India. Okay, let me see this. Find this Lakshmi. 2136. Yes. Okay, so this is the position, last position on the board.
So why bishop b6? There's queen g6 check. I understood, but you know, if d5 is gone, rook e1 is made. Let's analyze it like bishop b6, queen g6 check, king d8. No, king f8.
What do you want? Bishop b6?
Queen g6 check. King f8.
It looks losing, totally lost position. So many pawns. There's
But
nothing there, I don't think there's anything to analyze this position.
Oh, queen b6.
You can take here, you can take on
here.
b6. Totally losing. Okay, so this is losing for black. So India is winning on the second board as well.
They are doing
So
good
the first
job.
two boards, India is actually winning. On the third board, let's see what's going on. Turkmenistan today actually is losing against India. Let's see on the third board. Azat geldi, Anna Geldiyev, 1790 against the FIDE master from India, Kartikeyan Ajay. Okay, let me find this match. Anna Geldiyev. Okay. It's like they are in the middle game. They didn't make too much moves.
But you know,
F6 is the last move.
he sacrificed a pawn, as you know, white did. But also knight g4, h5, e3 is also gone. You know, knight g4, there's h5.
No, but the c5 also is attacked. You don't have to play with the
bc,
knight. You
hg4.
don't have to play knight. knight.
Okay, bc5.
Maybe there's some
fe.
other chances. Wait a minute. We have to see the position. It's not so easy to decide how to play this position. Really difficult to assess. Yeah, maybe black can defend this position. I don't see.
Probably bc, fe, fe, and rook to d8. White pawns are, you know, too shaky.
Black looks
in the
better.
end
Black
games.
looks better
Mhm.
in this line. Pawn up and the king's position. Maybe even black is better with this, even the king's position. Although the H line is open, but still. Okay, looks better for black.
Maybe knight takes, no, knight takes g6, there's queen e3 check.
Yeah,
That's
there are
also
many
not
things.
possible.
Okay, let's not
Mhm.
analyze because it's very complicated
Mhm.
position. I think in the first glance it looks better for black because
Yes.
black has defensive sources here. So let's go to the last board of this match, Turkmenistan versus India. Vepali Halinyazov, 1903 Elo versus Chatterjee Utsap from India, 2211 Elo. So, okay, we'll see this match as well. Halinyazov, Vepali versus Utsap. Chatterjee.
By the way, for the current results, one of the United States board has been won against Azerbaijan on the board 3, you know, against Manafov. And there is other result. Aydın Süleymanlı won against Ivan K, so it is 1-1 in Azerbaijan versus
Ah, so
United
first board,
States of America.
first board, you mean what happened?
No, they are United States versus Azerbaijan on the third game. Second
Third board.
Third board,
Manafov.
Dagupati won,
Dagupati won, yes.
and the second board,
Second board, yes.
Süleymanlı won.
Second board, Süleymani won.
It's 1-1.
Okay, so this is interesting. 1-1. Okay. We'll go back to this match. Maybe we have to check the first board of this match and the fourth board. What do you say?
For this position,
After this position.
okay, for this position, you
Last move is
know, Queen E7
Queen E7.
is exchanged down. Black is exchanged down, and Rook D7 and Rook C7 is coming. I think this is
Winning, yes?
about to be over.
There's
In a couple of
there's
moves.
There's no compensation, it looks like. Yes, looks like winning for white. Who is white here in this game?
Utsap Chatterjee.
So India is clearly winning this match.
Yes, they have the upper hand all of the boards.
Turkmenistan, losing this match. So let's go to United States versus Azerbaijan match. On the first board, Josiah Sterman is playing. Let's see this match. What's going on here? Versus Muratli. Okay, last position, Rook to. Okay, Rook to what?
Why is the exchange down? For what reason? You know, the last time he sacrificed the exchange over b6. We checked this game with Seyda Yıldashev.
Yes. He sacrificed an exchange, yeah?
Yes, that's why he's just now struggling on to. So bishop d5, he left the b4 pawn because e4 is more important. So this is
the position he played bishop d5, yes?
bishop d5.
So maybe
rook
collects
b4.
another pawn.
Let's count the pawns.
4 against 6.
One
So
pawn
it's
for the
2
exchange.
pawns.
2 or 1?
Yes, 2.
2 pawns. Yes, okay. But it's more than okay for black.
Yes, and also the black pieces are very active. You know, bishop on e5 is very nice. Knight on d6 can jump everywhere. Knight b5, knight c3. I don't know. a5 is weak.
Rook A4, Rook
Yes,
A5.
black has chances to win this, actually.
You know, bishop and knight is really well placed.
Yes, the rooks are very passive. Maybe rook b3 now. But
How about knight takes e4?
Takes. Even now this is
third pawn. And the fourth pawn, g3.
Very bad. Rook b3 is not working. Nothing is working actually. This position looks very bad. So okay, let's go to the fourth board. On the first board, Muhammed Muratlı looks much better. Let's go to the fourth board. Justin Chen versus Govhar Bedullayeva.
Actually, Bedullayeva is a pawn up in the queen end game.
Bedullayeva, yes, also this match actually looks like Azerbaijan is
leading,
winning, because
but
here also
I think
some chances, of course, to draw, but not so easy. When the king's position on f6.
Probably White will play stuff like queen e5 check.
Queen e5 check. King e7.
No, g7
or
is
g6.
King g6, and now g4.
G4. What's your idea?
Queen h5, queen f7.
If I go queen f6.
Okay.
I don't understand. Maybe h4.
Maybe h4, h5.
Yeah, well, actually, this position is much better. Maybe I have to attack this. What can I do?
So I need to play queen c5
D6.
again. Queen c5, let's say.
c5.
I'm improving the position. Now h4. Because after queen e4, I have king g3.
Let me say something.
I'm improving
maybe
the position.
f5.
Oh. How about gf? And now queen d6 check. h5.
Yes, but you want to make draw. I don't understand why you play this. If I give check here,
So
I will come with
there is no
this
need to
one.
h5. Okay, instead of h5, I will play queen e5 instead of h5.
Well, this is not so easy to play. You know, it's probably you have to find a good way of playing. And I mean, this position is maybe you have to make a postpone in the center to play d5 and then trying to win with this postpone.
Requires technique.
Yeah, of course, because you have to be with the safe king. When you push g4, you know, it's not so easy to play this g4 because black has the chances to give perpetual. The more you weaken your king side.
But I'm opening squares for my king. Like
Yeah,
king
but you
g3.
can run away from here, you know. With g4, you also weaken the pawns. It's not so easy to decide which pawn to push, not to push. Maybe e4 is better. I'm not sure. e4 maybe.
If you can do.
Because I want to play d5. Yes, why not?
Yes, why not?
Here,
Queen
maybe
c4.
again I can play again here.
Queen d3. No,
And
no,
then
there is no need. You know, if we push d5, we are faster than him.
Takes. How you are faster? You can just control.
Or d takes e6.
It takes
Can I get some
e6.
pawns?
But this is of course not so easy. Even though you have
Now
two pawns up
e5.
and one pawn
No.
up, but this pawn is dangerous.
Dangerous.
Maybe still winning. Yes, you're right. Check somewhere. e6. And maybe still winning. Okay, but not so easy. So in this match, Azerbaijan clearly favored because on the first and last board they have a much better position. Maybe we can check the match between Turkey Turquoise. They made a big surprise yesterday. This Turkey Turquoise
By winning against Serbia.
Yes, Turkey Turquoise team is a team of the players age 12, you know, under 12 or 12. So they have beaten yesterday Serbia with 3-1 with a clear score. Today they are facing Slovakia. First board, Yankı Taşpınar. Actually, it's interesting. Yankı Taşpınar is playing on the first board. 2010 Kandidat Master versus Samir Sahidi 23-74 FIDE Master from Slovakia. Let's see this match. Yankı Taşpınar 2010. Okay, this is the position. Looks all very drawish. We can see very far. Okay.
Yes, at
Yes.
least it seems that
Looks very
nobody can
drawish.
force.
Okay, let's say this draw. Second board, Filip Haring from Slovakia, FIDE Master 22-94 versus Eray Kılıç 20-01 from Turkey. Okay.
It also seems to be a perpetual in many ways.
Yes.
Like Queen C5.
Yes, but I don't think Black will lose this.
Or wait. Do we need to get perpetual?
Eray is playing with black pieces, yes? Check, and here, maybe black
So,
is winning or not.
E5. You know, we are
E5.
controlling G8 and Queen D4 mate is a threat. Why not to
Yes,
play
E5,
E5?
good move. You're right. Black is trying to win this position, actually, because the king's situation is really very dangerous.
No, this is
King
probably losing
D4.
because
Is it
Queen
losing?
D4 or no, E4, simply E4. I'll just play E4.
You want to play E3?
Yes, I'm going.
Bye.
It's a practical decision.
Yeah, actually,
When you play
you
H7,
cannot go to E7 because I think they played this moves.
E5?
No, King B4 has been played.
E5 also has been played. E5,
King
King
B4.
B4.
Yeah, Black is playing to
E4.
win this actually position, which looks for me as well winning.
You know, you cannot even play H7 because there's Queen D4 check and Queen
Yes.
takes on G7.
Yeah, this
H7
looks
is not possible.
totally winning.
You cannot left open the rook. There's checks and rook are going.
Yeah.
So well done.
Yes,
For
looks
Eray.
like winning. Actually, second board Turkey is winning if he doesn't make any mistakes. And on the third board, Hasan Hüseyin Çelik, 1998, against Richard Turcan from Slovakia, 21-74. Okay, let's go to this match. Hasan Hüseyin Çelik.
Actually, I am also checking the other games and the comments as well. International Master Gustav Chatterjee has wrote to the chat that he expects Abdusattorov to go knight down of 9, but doesn't seem like it will happen because Abdusattorov is a pawn down against the first board of the Lithuania, namely FIDE Master Yuxta. He was white and he's now thinking deeply. So it's a note that we can go back whenever we have time. So this is the position. Hasan is white and Turkan is black. What's this?
Well, this looks actually a very strange position, but I prefer black. I
No,
don't know why.
rook f6, rook f3, bishop f6, mating ideas.
Also G5 is the
G5
idea.
is the
G5
idea.
and rook H6. How to deal with this? I don't know what to do with against the G5.
Probably nothing. Like what?
I don't see any move against G5.
Yeah, we cannot put our knight to g3. If it is possible, then we think again, but
Yeah, but no
it's
time.
not happening.
No time. Looks winning for black as well. Very interesting. This time is Slovakia is black, yes? So probably this time Hasan Hüseyin Çelik is losing, yes. After G5, the position is lost. I mean, there is no move.
Oh, on the last board, you know, it is a really nice resource. If he can find it, he will win.
Vladimir Božnička.
Against
From
Edis Gürel.
Slovakia against Edis Gürel.
Edis is winning, you know, there's a really nice move for Edis. If he can see it, he will win.
Edis 1995 elo, but he's playing much higher than his elo. Okay, G4 is the last move.
Oh, he blundered. You know, on the bishop e5, on the last move, there's knight to d6.
Knight d6 and rook c8 is the idea. I didn't see this.
But there's
but knight d6.
Queen b6. No, it's
Queen
not
b6.
No, it's not the blunder.
Okay, g4. Well, he still should win still. You know, he has two pieces, three pieces were against the king, the queen, so he should win this.
Anyhow,
with a good game, not for example d4, knight c6, blocking all these pawns, and maybe he will attack here. I'm not sure about this. If he attacks, maybe knight.
But there is knight e2 check. He cannot do it.
E2, queen b6. What check?
Knight e2 check.
What do you want with knight e2 check? King b2 or something? Why not possible?
Rook d2 check.
So what? Going tık tık. Rook d3 check. King b4. With this kind of checks, you know, you can lose the coordination of the pieces.
We need to be solid.
Yeah, you have to be solid, and you have to always control the coordination of your pieces, because you have three pieces versus the queen. The queen can always, you know, attack two pieces at the same time if you don't coordinate well your pieces. That's the reason why we have to be always in coordination with these three pieces. So this is what he did actually. He had to do this. Knight c6. Okay, queen takes e7, but how to push these pawns? Not so easy to push these pawns.
a4, a5, but
yeah,
it is not going anywhere else.
Yes.
a4.
Yeah, even I can play, for example, rook b8. Let's say rook b8, and now maybe I can play here.
You
but
need your king.
Of course, it's difficult to win for black as well.
You need your king.
Two pawns, not so easy to coordinate the pieces. Your king, active bishop, such point of position, it's not so easy to win. Okay, maybe draw this position. So Turkey on the first board and second board, they have
good position.
And on the third board is losing. Maybe
fourth board
is minimum. I think should be draw. Yes,
at least
with good play. So Turkey has good chances to win or to draw this match. So maybe we give a short break now before we finish all the games, and we'll continue after a short break. Dear chess friends, we are back after a not short, but long break, because we had lunch. Meanwhile, we will have to head lunch, because today we have 2 rounds, and this round probably will be finished around in half an hour. So let's see some results. First of all, Turkey white has beaten Moldova 3.5 versus half points. Portugal has lost to Israel 3.5 versus half. United States, I think, is going to lose versus Azerbaijan.
They are still playing.
Now the position is now 2-1 in favor of Azerbaijan. and there is one more game between Josiah Sterman and Muratli, and this game is probably totally lost because it's 3 points down. Sterman, so Sterman is winning. Muratli is winning. So Azerbaijan will be beaten. United States of America 3-1.
Last board is finished. Gevher Beydullayeva.
No, Gevher Beydullayeva.
They are now leading by 2-1.
Beydullayeva is still playing.
Yes, 2-1, and
so
the last position
is still
King D5.
Continuing, Beydullayeva is trying to win because
she is an extra pawn. There's a discover checked.
Okay. Maybe we concentrate on this match.
They are playing really fast. King B6. Can we have a zoom over the camera? King B5. King B5. Queen D4, as I can see. Queen D4. He stopped the clock.
He resigned. I think he resigned.
I think this is kind of early. Kind of early to resign.
Yes,
but the position, is not looking that fabulous anyway.
He resigned. Looks like he resigned.
Probably White will win eventually because he centralized. She centralized her queen. King E4, King F3, F6.
We couldn't see the rest of the games.
You can resume moves.
Yes, but there's
with King D5.
King B5 later on.
Maybe. Even Queen B8 is good.
Oh, anyway, I think he resigned.
White is about to win.
Yes, White won this, and so probably the score is now 3-1 in favor of Azerbaijan. So Azerbaijan is a good result in this match. Turkey Red is
hold against Canada 2-2
on the last board. 2-2, yes, as one. On the second board as one, and now they equalize the score 2-2 against Canada. China lost to Kazakhstan 3-1. Hungary, Bulgaria,
and Bulgaria made it 3-1.
Bulgaria has beaten Hungary 3-1. Colombia versus Belarus.
3-1 as it is shown, but the last position that is supposed to resign as black, it was not certain to me. It is probably a misinterpretation of the result. So probably Bulgaria and Hungary is continuing, probably. Do we have the camera view of this game, Bulgaria versus Hungary? Is this possible? Probably not. It is on board 6.
Petko Borhe is finished.
It is written as that, but
but it's probably wrong. Yes.
Yes, White is clearly winning, but why Black resigns over there? There's still fight going on.
Maybe the time is up.
Probably.
Why
is 2 pawns up?
To resolve. Yeah. Anyway, 2 pawns up. So result is what?
Bulgaria 3, Hungary 1.
Okay.
This is
Colombia, Belarus.
Belarus has 2.5 and Colombia has a half. There is one board is continuing. Soto versus Runets. Board 3 of it.
Soto Runets. Let me see. Yes. Okay. This
is also drawn. This is also drawn.
Draw. Yes. Okay.
The queen and is drawn.
So the result is
3-1 in favor of Belarus.
So Belarus has beaten Colombia 3-1. Turkmenistan versus India. India has beaten 4-0. Incredible score. So India versus Turkmenistan, they have beaten 4-0. Turkey turquoise.
This game is critical.
Yes, this game is very critical for Turkey turquoise because Turkey turquoise is now leading 2-1 versus Slovakia. Actually, Turkey turquoise is going to make another surprise. Turkey turquoise team actually is they are only 12 years old and less, and they have beaten yesterday Serbia 3-1. Today they are trying to beat Slovakia. They are leading 2-1 against Slovakia. So let's see this game of Yankı Taşpınar. On the first play, board is playing against FIDE master Samir Şahidi, and as you can see on the left side of the screen is Yankı Taşpınar. So from Turkey, let's see what's going
Bishop
on.
f5, king h8. So you know it.
This looks drawish.
Yes, but
Very
you know
drawish.
black needs to force this. He cannot
Yes,
let
they will.
the opponent.
Of course, they,
to the V0.
he will try to win this, but I don't see a way. Also, if he forces too much, if the king
King d5,
enters
mating
on
ideas.
e5, f7, mating ideas, of course, because of the pawns, you know, f6, g5.
There is always.
I don't see
checking ideas.
any way for black to win this, actually. Black
May-
cannot
may-
push his pawns, cannot exchange the rook e5.
With the idea of rook c3 check,
I'm just waiting somewhere. I
Okay.
don't know, bishop b7,
rook c3 check,
Yeah, okay, let's go
rook
here.
g3,
Yes, you want to push, yes?
g4. I want to play g3 actually.
You want to play now g3?
King g3, king rook f5.
Mhm. Interesting game.
Not that easy.
If I play this,
g3,
g3. Now here,
rook h4.
here.
Maybe king f3. Rook h1. Still trying.
Yes.
But rook g2.
Some chances, yes.
No, rook g2 and blockage
Some
is
chances.
too strong. Rook g2.
Rook g2.
How you dismantle the blockade? Okay, fine, king g4.
Maybe I come with the king.
Oh, maybe rook a2. But there's rook f2. Wow.
Let's see from the beginning.
He played bishop f8.
What's
Why?
this bishop f8? I don't understand.
No, bishop needs to be on e5
E5,
because
yes.
rook needs to get on the g file to push g4. That's not how you force
Maybe there
position.
was this idea. If bishop e5, maybe he saw this. If bishop e5, I give you check, and then you play rook c8, and then I don't let you to go.
Okay.
Because
let's
if you
try
go
like-
here, now I have the chance to go in this way.
Okay, so king c4. Let's risk it because you know I'm trying to make.
What do you play now? I play king
King
c4.
c4, rook a1,
Somewhere, let's
rook
say.
a1,
King here,
rook g1,
rook g1. Now I have perpetual most probably.
g4,
Deploy g4. Now I have check.
king h6.
First, wait a minute, wait.
I'm just in time.
I cannot check anyway. It's protected. I didn't play
Nice.
I didn't play it right here. Let's say here,
Rook a1,
here,
a1, rook a1,
and then here,
rook g1,
rook g1. Okay, let's say bishop e6. But maybe I give check. No. Okay, bishop e6.
king. Oh no. Something simple. No g4, no king g6, rook d, rook d1 check. But what is the proposal? Aha, rook d6. No, you cannot play king d6.
No,
rook
wait.
d6.
Where to play? Here.
Yes. I can't still play g4. No way to progress. At least, wait. Rook c1 check. Rook c1 check. Okay. Rook takes c8. King h6. But bishop g4. No, bishop g4. Dead end.
So probably with a good defense, white will make draw. But
It is definitely holdable.
let's see this continuation. What did he do? The king is already on d5 now. The king is getting very active, and black couldn't improve his position. He just pushed back his bishop.
Back and forth.
What is this bishop?
Like bishop a3.
What's the? I mean, I don't understand the idea of bishop f8. He started to
Yeah, you need
be
to
afraid
be
of the position. Maybe I don't know.
overestimate opponent's chances. You know,
Yeah,
you may be afraid of.
bishop f8. After bishop f8, what do you want? I mean, you cannot win like this.
No, bishop a3. Bishop needs to move back and forth to hold it.
So
But,
what
you know,
else do we have? This probably will be draw. Yes.
What else do we
the chat zil, this position also ended in a draw. I don't know how. Probably they repeated the moves. He offered draw. Probably they made draw this.
Which game is from? Oh, it is Malaysia versus Greece.
What
So with this result, Malaysia A is 2, Greece is 2. This is another surprising result of Malaysia.
What about Czech Republic versus Ukraine?
Ukraine won 2.5 by 1.5.
Slovenia, Armenia.
Slovenia and Armenia, let me check. Armenia won like 3.5 versus half.
Armenia actually is a very strong team, but yesterday they have lost to Portugal. Yes,
Yes, yesterday.
it's very surprising result.
Not Portugal, no, wait. It's not
Which
Portugal.
team? Malaysia.
Let me check. Probably Malaysia, but
I forgot. Against
yes, Malaysia. Malaysia won
today
against Armenia, and today they are drawing against
Yeah,
Greece.
Malaysia actually is very strong team. They are underrated. Yes, probably. There is also a surprising result. Iraq has beaten Iceland. Yes.
Yes.
Very surprising result. And Turkish girls have beaten North Macedonia.
By 3 to 1.
This is a good result. 3-1. Russia. What about Russia versus South Africa?
Russia won 4-0 against South Africa A.
Serbia, Sri Lanka.
It is still continuing. There is a board from it. Miloš Milošević versus
This
Tenuara.
one, what is the result now? 3-1, 2-1. Which?
It's 2-1 in favor of Serbia.
Okay, Milošević.
Black
is trying to win.
Black
Yes.
is actually winning. You know, King C2 E3.
Now
actually-
it's Black's move.
Is it Black's move?
Yes,
Aha. Now everything changed.
yes, Black's move. I don't think.
Draw. They agreed on draw.
Yes.
You know, there is a rating difference of more than 800. Good job for
800.
white.
Yes. Tenavura Rashmika. 1507. Okay, very interesting result.
But Serbia still managed to win.
What about Mongolia, Kyrgyzstan?
Mongolia has won against Kyrgyzstan by 2.5 versus 1.5.
Close result. Kazakhstan, Karaganda versus Montenegro.
Montenegro won 3.5 versus half.
Azerbaijan, Nakhchivan A versus Thailand B.
3.5 versus half.
Okay. South Africa B versus Thailand A.
Thailand A won against South Africa B by 3.5 and half.
Malaysia B versus Australia.
Malaysia B won 3 versus 1 to Australia.
South Africa C versus Turkey Çorum.
Turkey Çorum won by 4-0.
Somalia versus Hong Kong.
Hong Kong won by 4-0.
Okay. So probably this is we have two games continuing. That one everybody is watching here. Important game.
Which one? And there is no other game.
Yes.
This is the single game remaining.
So
we are focused on bishop a3. As I told, bishop needs to go back and forth. But you know, basically, white can just wait by perpetually checking with bishop e6, bishop f5. Now bishop a6, king h8.
Yeah, we are waiting for the moves because the moves, we don't have the moves yet.
Also, you know, f6 is on pre.
Ah, okay.
King
see.
c4.
King c4, king f8, why f8? What is the purpose of this move? I don't understand.
Why king c4 either?
King c4, I don't know, because he's waiting.
Maybe king
King
b5.
c4, king d5 again.
Rook a8, king c6. Rook a6, king d5. Same position.
Yeah, something like this probably.
If Yanka has the draw, then his team will be winning.
Yes, most probably.
They will lead to another surprising result as the second round ends. So they will be 2 out of 2. Unexpectedly well. So, what are the times? What are the clock remaining for both colors? Let me check. Let's say it is only 25 seconds for white and
you can
for
see the moves.
yes.
If you can see the moves, you can tell me because here we have
The last position, yes, this is the last position. King f7 and only 14 seconds for
black.
White.
Some improvement. Okay, he went
King f7.
king f7.
Maybe king d5.
Trying to
Just play king d5.
in order to what?
Just wait, you know, just in
Bishop
case.
e6 check.
Yes, just in case. If the rook lives.
King d5.
There is no way to improve for white and black.
Did he play something? No.
No. Actually, he's probably checking for the black's idea of rook a1, rook g1, and g4. Rook g1 and g4. But you know, it is really still holdable after rook b7, rook b3. You hold g3 square, and you are ready to play e5. If white just exchanges the one more pawn like e4 and f6, namely, his task will be easier to get the draw. But e5 is for timing not possible. So we cannot see the view due to the 3 players that is watching the game at the same time.
They made some moves.
Yes, and I'm checking from. So they played rook b7, rook a1, king e3, rook a3 check, king e3, rook a3 check. Probably king f2. Just prevent rook g3. You know, they also need to count for the 50 moves, as the rules indicate. So I'm counting the 50 moves from when. Let me check from when. From the very moment. Wait. No. There should be a pawn move after g5 or move 75. So they are playing for the move 95. They have 30 moves remaining, and you know 30 to go.
Yes, after a pawn push, so it will be another 50.
If he pushes,
most probably he will push g4.
despite his
he cannot push. If you cannot push, you cannot win anyway. If for 30 moves you cannot push g4 pawn, it means this position is totally drawn.
So everybody is right.
The only problem with black is that he doesn't have the bishop on e5 now.
As we mentioned,
we were analyzing, this bishop on e5 option is necessary to protect this pawn after g3. Now if you push g4, you cannot keep the rook on the g line because the king is attacking the rook all the time. King f2, king f3. So how can you protect the pawn?
Also,
if you had
an active square bishop cannot be activated. That means that if you play king f8, white plays rook b8 check, king f7, rook b7. So there's no way to activate the bishop. But interestingly enough, white let black to play rook to g3 after he played king d4.
I don't like this.
Rook g3.
Yes, his only idea is to play g4, and he shouldn't.
Maybe he's trusting for e5.
e5. Yes, maybe. This is also probably totally
Understandable.
draw, but anyway, you're right. Maybe it's easier.
It does create some possibilities, namely, for example,
What kind?
rook e3 check.
Yes.
Okay, now rook e1.
How do you push again?
King f6, but no way. Again. So they didn't even play the e5 move. After rook g3, he played. Can you take some moves back? Or yes, to the actual position. Rook g3, king d5, rook d3 check, king c4. So probably now rook to g3.
Again, here. I don't see.
g4.
I don't see any.
And e5.
E5, yes, it's always e5 is the.
But this is one tempi up compared with the.
And after e5, it's even easier the task.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the king is getting active. I don't know how to protect this.
Also, there is against g4 bishop to e6 check ideas. Now, simply enough, in this position, also e6 check, tactically
yes,
forcing.
Rook b8 check and rook g8 check.
Yes, tactically forcing the position.
Rook b8, rook g8.
Probably this is easier because also the bishop is hanging.
Yes, sure.
Mm-hmm.
You're winning the pawn by force.
Nice one.
So it's
From Yanka.
It's actually
A draw.
draw. Yeah, you cannot push g4. I don't see any improvement for black. Of course, he continues, but
He sees neither. That's why he plays rook d3 check. He just sees the bishop a6 check.
did he do something else?
No, but I will renew
No
the
more,
page.
sir.
Mm-hmm. So everybody is gathering around that table. He played rook to what? Wait. King c4, rook d1, king c4, rook d3 check. Yes, rook d1, rook d7, rook g1, rook d7, rook g1, and king d3.
No, king d3. Okay.
This still the same thing is valid because after g4 there is king e3 and king f4, king after g4 king e3 g really strong nerves. Have to play rook to g3, check king d4. Your knowledge to your spectators. The page even cannot renew itself. See it again. No.
Yours is faster.
Mine is not renewing itself. I think they are about to shake hands.
You can check from Turkish Federation website. Maybe it's faster. Turkish Federation.
Maybe I will also try it. So he actually pushed G4 here.
The only
Yes,
chance.
yes, he pushed
the only
G4.
Chance.
You can make the moves. G4, King E3, G3, King F3. G3, King F3.
No, it's totally drawn most probably. Now what?
King E8 maybe.
King E8.
But Rook D2.
Rook D2.
With the idea of Rook G2, there is no Bishop D6.
It's totally draw.
Simply draw.
Yeah.
Nice defense, but by Yanka. Tough game, huh?
Probably it will be finished soon. Did he play Rook D2?
No, he didn't
Black
play
didn't
King
play.
D8. I was thinking about King D8. A little bit more, and we are trying to catch the moves. King F3, yes, King E8, Rook D2 is exactly played. King E8, Rook D2. A simple draw.
I think he made something else.
Yes, they are playing. Still, they are still playing.
Something like this.
Bishop C5, and what?
I think so.
Yes, the broadcast. Space broadcast. Gambit. Yes, this is on the game. Continue. Rook D2. This is still at the same point. You know, from I'm checking from chess base also, and they're on the same point. The very point we are landed in.
From Turkish
Yes,
Federation?
I'm checking from Turkish Chess Federation.
Right.
Actually,
no, not this site. Turkish Chess Federation direct site.
Actually, you know, G pawn was gone. Bishop D8. Yes, bishop.
He still continues to play.
Yes, Bishop D8.
Okay, maybe it's
Bishop D8.
Bishop D8. Rook G2.
Rook G2. Rook F1 check. King G3. King Bishop C7 check.
Yes, King G4.
King G4.
This is the position.
This is the position.
I think we have to stop in this position because I don't see any way of.
This is a clear
progressing.
draw. You know.
Yeah, I mean, if he forces more, maybe white will win.
He already improved his position.
Yeah, better king's position, better bishop's position.
Also the morale.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
You get the pawn back.
Yeah, I don't know
Your
why.
morale has been boosted up.
I don't know why they are continuing to play this position. Okay, so maybe
We rounded up this point table schedule.
Up this round 2. Turkey turquoise is continuing to surprise us with today's win again against Slovakia. After Serbia, Turkey turquoise Turkish team is really a very strong team, and they are all 12 or under 12, so they are beating everyone. It's really surprising results. Since yesterday, they are continuing to surprise us. I hope they will continue afternoon as well at 5 o'clock. So that's it for this round. In the morning we start at 10 o'clock, so we stop now the broadcasting, but we'll continue around 15 past 5, yes. So see you at 15 past 5.
See you.